So yeah, so I'm 4 years older than Pravan, so I got done with college 4 years before he did. And after college, I came back. I actually wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to. I knew I wanted to start something in gaming and interactive media. So after college, for the first year, I basically spent my time traveling to a lot of these gaming conventions and exhibits around the world, familiarize myself with the industry, and then came back, started expanding my own knowledge base. Like college teaches you how to figure things out. It doesn't exactly teach you the specifics. That's either on the job or through like self passion and learning. So that's how I spent like 1.5 years about, and then started working on this game idea that I had, like Rainbow Riders. And Pravan actually got done with college at that point, and he came on board, saw that I was working on this, found it really cool. At the point you were doing your CFA, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. And slowly just onboarded with Rainbow Riders, and then he was like, you know what, like this field is amazing, and jumped in, right? And then after that,
so basically at that point we were like, we wanted to do a bunch of different things in this interactive media space, and so we actually were working on a social media app as well called Capshot. And so we worked on the social media app. We also had Rainbow Riders. We also were dipping our toes slowly into the hyper casual space. But at the same, so we launched Capshot. It actually was doing reasonably well, but as a social media app, we really needed to push in a lot of funds into it. So we wanted to actually grow the company. We needed to increase our team size so that we can actually work on multiple products. Otherwise, it was becoming really tough in the beginning, which is like, we had a small team at that time. It was about 5 of us.
Right.
Today, we're about 15, 16 of us. So that growth story started with hyper casual games first. And then, but at the same time, we were like, these hyper casual games, we're working with a bunch of publishers. We were working with Voodoo, Crazy Labs, Green Panda Games, but it was always like us making games for them. And so we wanted to actually build a platform for our own. And that's how the GameStars project came about, which we'll tell you about.
Like during hyper casuals, what we noticed was that, yeah, we got a lot of experience actually. Like the reason we're able to do GameStars is because of our experience that we gained in Capshot on the social and networking front, and then through hyper casual building like complex mechanics. Because if you know anything about hyper casual games, it's like the games are simple, but the mechanics and the tech is fairly complex. So, but yeah, like Pravan said, we were constantly just building these prototypes for these publishers. Yeah, they were paying us per prototype and everything, but it wasn't satisfying. And the lifetime value of a hyper casual game is like obviously a few months.
And it's not what we set out to do, right?
Yeah.
We started this company to build something of our own, build our own brand.
Something lasting.
Yeah? So yeah, that's how GameStars came about. And we wanted to integrate the best facets of everything that is going on today in gaming. So we wanted it to be a really social experience. We wanted to be a platform with multiple games. We even want this metaverse and Web3 element, which we're going to bring in later in the platform.
Yeah.
So yeah, we tried to figure out a way to bring all this together.
Yeah, we were both fairly attuned to the whole crypto space and all because of college, him in the finance sector and me in tech. So I actually knew about Bitcoin in 2009, but like my father was under control of my finances, so I wasn't allowed to. But otherwise, I would have already been a billionaire. God damn it. But no, anyway, so we saw the rising of the metaverse and everything. And always like the concept of a virtual world was always fascinating to me. Yeah. So then we saw that originally the concept came about when we studied that social gaming and real money gaming were really, really beginning to boom in India. This was, I think, early 2021. Right. And we started ideating, and the first concept of GameStars was actually like just a real money platform with like an MPL or something. And but then we both decided that we would just be entering another rat race like against these giants. Why not try to think of a whole different angle where we use our strengths in this game building and like world building and everything. And that's how what you will see in GameStars right now came about.
Yeah, and truly making it like the thing which is lacking in all these platforms, which these gaming platforms on there, the social experience is not like before this whole metaverse thing actually became like, oh, everyone wants to get into the metaverse. We were thinking of that experience anyways. Like we are thinking of this experience of taking an avatar, making friends, doing things together in this world, which is like a virtual theme park, and having this skill gaming competitive element.
Right.
And so like it happened to happen that this whole metaverse boom has happened at the same time. So that
we were actually about 4 months into development when this whole thing really skyrocketed. Like
Yeah.
We actually began development end of June 2021, and the alpha version was ready like about mid-June. So I mean, yeah, we managed to get an alpha launch within less than a year, which is pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.